Hello and welcome to the podcast.
Hello. We are a few men and women down today.
We are a few men and
Gen
women
Z
down
is
today.
off because she went to the Gold Coast to meet her little baby
Niece.
or nephew niece.
Hallie.
Hallie. That's right. And her flight got cancelled, so she could not get home.
Actually, she'll be landing pretty soon.
Nandos is off today.
I know, poor
on
Nandos.
dad duty.
Poor Nandos is
And
off for the day.
he's on dad duty.
We have old school Franco filling in. I don't know if this will work, but hello, come in, Franco.
G'day, guys. How's it going?
Oh, I had my headphones in. Didn't hear that.
Franco, from his gaming chair in Wollongong, is doing the video.
From my IKEA office chair, thank you very much.
Sorry, I apologise.
I missed it.
Not a gaming chair yet.
It's not a gaming
it's an
chair, it's an
IKEA
IKEA
chair.
office chair.
Yes.
Yep. Franco was out at a brewery last night when I rang him and said, hey, can you help us out?
Thanks for helping, Franco.
You're a good
Appreciate
man.
No
you.
worries. Thanks for having me.
We've
Want to
got.
go into hide and seek and
We
live
got
with
the
us again,
thumb-
Franco?
No.
Yeah, once a year I could probably do. That's enough days. 5 days a year I could do.
No, I need a break from being locked in a house with all of you.
I've
Especially
got some
you,
bad
Thumb.
news for you in 2025.
Is it
See
coming
you then.
back?
I'd be
Leave it there. Leave it there.
The Thumb's here
And-
with his big mouth.
The thumb is never in the podcast.
No, because we've got no staff.
That's why.
Just as busy.
Just as walking our work experience boy downstairs. He was lovely.
Clint's gone because he's got to read the news tonight, so it's just the three amigos.
and you two needed a buffer, I thought. So I thought I'd come in here and be the buffer today.
Yeah, because we've
Yeah,
already done a
yeah,
whole
yeah.
That's what I
3
meant. You've
hours
dealt
of
with him for
shows
3 hours.
together.
You want to go for brekkie?
No, thanks.
Okay. All right, cool.
No. I'm usually busy at this time. So
You want to
work.
get me out. He likes to get me out.
Yeah.
I actually didn't have breakfast this morning. I had a watermelon juice.
Let me
and
take you out
that's
for breakfast.
it. Should we go for breakfast?
Yeah, I'll take you out for brekkie.
It's probably my turn to take you out for breakfast,
Come
given
on,
that
we'll
you
go
buy
out.
my coffee every month. Can we go to St. Ali?
Let's go.
Get the corn fritters.
I might get the dirty eggs.
They don't do the smashed avocado parmesan thing anymore.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't think they do it anymore.
That was so good.
Should we go to Don Don's?
So good.
Remember
It's
you
too
went
early
out.
for Don Don's, but we will
Mate,
return
they
to
were
Don
serving
Don's.
those chicken pot pies left, right, and centre. I was telling you earlier, I
They're
met
so yum.
Nick, the owner of Don Don's, yesterday. Lovely
I
guy.
love that you're going to call it Don Don's. That's what my friends call it.
He
Donovan's.
came over, very, very nice guy. And this story, I think, is beautiful. He proposed to his wife just out the front many, many, many years ago. And then he worked at Donovan's for over 10 years. And then a year ago, they were selling it.
The
So
Donovan family owned
the
it,
Donovan
and they
family
sold
was selling it. So him and his wife mortgaged everything to buy it.
Well, we must support
And now it's
them,
his restaurant.
How good's that?
That's
Yeah,
a
that is
cool love story.
isn't it?
And if him and the missus
Yeah.
were on the rocks, you'd have to stay together now
proposed
because
to
it's
me.
part of the story.
He hasn't bought me Don Don's.
You never know. He might be buying you Doghouse up the road.
Nah, they won't sell.
Where did he propose to you?
Mykonos. He's going to have to buy me Scorpios.
It's Scorpios in Mykonos.
Scorpios.
Congratulations on your
Gee,
new
we'd make
restaurant.
some coin if we owned Scorpios.
mate.
Where did you propose to Lou?
Actually, end of Woolloomooloo Wharf, where we had our
Oh.
first date.
Shoot, you must buy her China doll.
Otto.
Otto or China doll. God, China doll's a good restaurant. Is that still there?
I think so.
Yum. They used to be my go-to in Sydney.
I think Woolloomooloo Wharf's. I feel like I went through a quiet stage and
The
it came back.
restaurants are great, though. Yeah.
Kingsley's. Oh, you want steak?
I've never been to Kingsley's.
Oh, Kingsley
Sydney.
Steakhouse is good.
There was a list of Melbourne's hardest restaurants in the Herald Sun yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
There's some newies on there too.
Don
so
Don's
you know
make
how
it?
we like entrecôte? Mm. We're into entrecôte.
I've never done entrecôte.
Oh, I love the entrecôte.
We must go.
I need to do.
I
Is
love
it the
entrecôte.
steak frites?
Steak frites.
Steak frites.
Entrecôte
What's
has
the
now
green
across
thing?
the road has Gigi.
Salsa verde,
Which
I
is-
think it is.
What's on that? What's
Oh, it's
sauce on
secret.
it?
It's a secret entrecôte sauce.
Mate,
There you go.
they had this like truffle. I always get this wrong. You're going to give me shit. It's not Jew, is it?
Yeah, Jew. Like red wine Jew.
I used to call it Juz.
Juice.
J-U-S.
Yeah.
Just.
They
Red
had
wine
like a
Jew.
truffle Jew. Oh my God, that I put on the steak.
Yum.
Fuck, get inside me.
The food's so good there. It is a great restaurant, Donovan's.
It was like I was
Macy's
having
rolled
dinner
in.
at someone's house. That's what I like about
Well,
it.
that's the point of it. It's meant to be like a beach house.
Very
like
cool.
you're in the Donovan's home.
I'll tell you, there was this young guy who was our waiter. Lovely kid. Only been there for 2.5 months. Jesus, he knew the menu though. And he was running through the oysters and stuff like that. And we're like, don't worry about that. We're like children. We just eat real basic. So don't worry about doing the ceviche and all that sort of stuff.
Yum.
But the ladies on the table next to us were like, oh, we might get some shots.
Shots.
Shots at lunch
Of
on a
what?
Sunday.
Good on 'em.
And they were like, oh, can we get a photo? And you could tell they were like, oh, why don't you come out with us?
Oh, to you.
No, God, no, not to me, to the young waiter.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
that for him.
Shot.
He was suggesting the Frangelico or a bit of a limoncello.
Oh, you're not supposed to shot that. You're supposed to sip that, aren't you?
Yeah, I think he was trying to calm him
Straight
down.
to the tequila, moms.
That's what it was like.
Tequila
Tequila
shooters.
Marms, yeah.
Do you reckon they train waiters to
You
push
have
drinks
not
down your throat?
Been in charge.
No.
Hello,
So
mate.
that-
Dog.
Technically,
can-
they're trained to do responsible service of alcohol, which is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
But like, because if you feed people more drinks, you get more money.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily. They would be trained,
You know what
though,
I mean?
like a good waiter, I reckon, would be trained to
Yeah, it depends what
to
restaurant you're at.
try and encourage you to order meals of what they've got a lot of stock in.
Or
You know what I mean?
Do you think?
They would
Yeah,
say
100%.
you
Like,
should-
if you've got a shitload of the steak special, the chef would be like, try and push the steak special.
Really?
Yeah, it's what they do.
Well, maybe the chef should take it off the menu if they've got that many left over.
Well, they didn't yesterday. It was a lovely steak.
I used to work at this restaurant at Chadstone. It was like a delicatessen type restaurant. We used to have wine and whatnot, and it was always this like the hotter mums and stuff that got a heavy pour. So rather than it would go to the line, you'd go above that, or
Oh, for the hot mums.
yeah, or the young girls that were there having a glass of wine. It was
Well,
always
that's
a,
irresponsible.
So then
it was
what
always
if-
above the line.
Yeah,
Always above
that's
the line.
against the law. Like, what about if it was someone not to your taste? Well,
Oh,
the wine wouldn't even make
they're
the
an
logo on the
It's
glass.
just- yeah.
I don't think
That's
you
more
can
of a
do that,
splash.
though. The places that freak me out is when they say, do you want a small or a large wine? I'm like, what does that even mean?
Oh, yeah. Now they do
Sandbelt,
that.
What does
Sandbelt
that mean?
Hotel.
Is that one glass or two glass?
Yeah.
No, that's two. I took you to the Sandbelt Hotel.
But
You
is
got
a small one glass?
Yeah, yeah.
And a big is a double.
You got a
Yeah.
large.
I was like, I'm not an idiot.
That
I'm
was a-
going to see Jace's kids' school Christmas concert.
Get
Give me a large.
fucking large.
I'll take a bottle with a straw at this
That
point.
was the grimmest I've ever seen you look. I just walked in. You're sitting there.
No, I was dancing tabba. They were playing
Well, that's
money,
Sandbelt.
money.
Yeah. I walked
Must
in.
be fat.
She's at the Sandbelt
pub
on a
that he
2
made me
o'clock
go
on
to.
a weekday afternoon,
Eating
debating
bag of
whether we
chips.
should complain because someone's left their kid in the car, or was a dog?
There was
Someone,
a dog in the car
Yeah.
in front. I cracked the shit.
The Sandbelt's huge. It's actually a very big pub.
Big pub.
Yeah,
It's huge.
massive.
I'm a boundary boy.
Yeah, I like the boundary.
Boundary's good. About to get a Renault too in some parts.
Is it?
Yeah, not supposed to say that, but yeah,
So lunch was nice then, in summary.
lovely.
Stunning. Love that for you.
How was your weekend, dog? Quite.
Quite
Quiet. Worked Saturday
Saturday.
and then went to, I saw Wicked.
Any good?
Unbelievable.
If I could live, defying
Ariana Grande, good?
gravity.
It was unbelievable.
Did you go to the premiere?
Yeah.
Not a premiere guy.
That's
I find
exactly
the
how it
premieres are
sounded.
quite packed.
It was packed, but it was sick. And then I
What
went
was
and
the
saw
movie?
Yeah, the movie. And then I
can't
went and saw
remember.
Peggy Goo.
You picked
Also
what?
sick.
Where was Peggy Goo playing?
What's
At
Peggy
Sydney
U?
Maya Music Bowl.
Peggy U.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know what Peggy U is?
You know, I can't explain.
DJ.
I got a
Explain.
feeling that I won't.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
Peggy U?
Peggy U, no?
Na 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 na. Na, na, na,
Yeah,
na.
she's cool, man.
She American? What nationality is she?
Korean, maybe?
Korean.
Yeah. She's just fucking cool. But then, yeah, that was it. I walked the tan quite a bit.
Quite a
It was
bit.
good. It was good tan walking weather.
Quite a bit.
The tan bores me to walk it. to be
I
honest.
like it.
I love it. Put
I
a
like it
podcast
too.
on.
I
What
prefer
are
to,
you?
Strut your
I prefer to
stuff.
walk
Albert
around.
Park?
I prefer to
Like?
walk around the actual, just the streets of like
Yeah,
Turak
he
or-
does that.
I really like that. Just looking at the homes and imagining
When
what's
are
going on inside.
you
the
becoming my
schools.
Staring.
neighbour?
It is good looking at the big houses, isn't it?
It is. The 9th of December.
We should do a beer at the local to celebrate move-in day.
I might be a little busy moving day.
We could do it the day after.
Why are you
after.
offering to help move?
I can't that day.
Oh,
Kids fell off the trampoline.
Yeah, he's falling off on the 9th. I'm going to push that fucker off.
Oh my God, we're at a friend's house on the weekend, and one of the girls came around. She's got like, we're out the back. There's a pool. Some of the kids are in the pool, and then around there's like a big walkway down the side of the house. And around the front, it's got a big fence. So the front is like they've got a big one of those in-ground trampolines. So the girls, are playing,
yeah, the in-ground.
girls are playing on the trampoline.
Still got padding around it though,
Like-
doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't been on it.
But a dismount's
floor
great
not
because
strong
you
enough.
Yeah.
and you just walk off.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like it's ground level.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, they came back around to the pool, and one of them was so cute in a little like sparkly fairy dress. The other one was in this gorgeous little printed dress, and I was like, "Are you guys covered in paint?" And they
Oh,
were
no.
like, "We don't know what happened."
They
and it was
painted them.
bright blue paint up their legs on the dresses. And the mums are like madly trying to get it off them, and they're like, "Where did you find the paint?" My girlfriend, whose house it wasn't her, 2 kids. So she was like, "Where did you? How?"
They just painted the trampoline.
And then the other mums were like, do not go inside. Do not walk inside the house. You are covered in paint. Like, when it's your kids in someone else's house. They were like, do not touch a thing. Anyway, so we get all the paint off the girls, and then we ran around the front to see what had happened because Susan's like, there's no paint. And they'd been jumping on the trampoline, and there was like a squishy ball, those balls, like a stress ball. And it must have been full of this bright blue liquid or whatever. And they've jumped on it. One of them has stood on it when they've jumped, and it's gone
Splattered.
like all over them. And there was blue paint everywhere.
I hate those things.
But the paranoia,
I've banned squishy balls in our house.
the paranoia of watching the other mums panic about their kids walking the blue paint through their beautiful home.
Yeah. Was that from the work experience, boy?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Lovely
What's
treats.
happened?
That's nice. He left us treats.
He left us
Who
treats.
did?
Work
Treats.
experience, Dylan.
He bought us treats.
Good on you,
We
big
should have
deal.
bought him
And
treats.
a nice card.
Oh, read the
What can I
card.
read?
Read the card.
Nova 100.
Might be a voucher in there for Don Dons.
Yeah, he's just sitting in on the show for the day.
Thank you, dear team Nova 100. Thank you so much for having me in the studio today. It was amazing watching the show come together in front of my eyes. I certainly hope our paths cross again in the future. Please don't
fine. Can I-
hesitate to reach out with his phone number at any time. Thank you again for this amazing opportunity. It means the world. Lauren, you are my idol and the best person I've ever heard on radio.
Terrible ad-libbing.
Jace, you need to pull up your socks.
Terrible ad-libbing.
And Clint,
Keep-
you're just Clint. You're just Ken.
Nice to see you're not
Best Dylan.
I really liked Dylan. He was sweet.
That's really nice. You know what? I really think
Thank
that.
you, Dylan, and you're welcome. Thanks for helping us out because we had no producers today, so we fully put him to work.
I really feel like we underappreciate what we come into every day.
We don't.
But you know what?
When
Sometimes you take
what?
it for granted.
I
agree.
don't.
Yeah.
When I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And then I said to myself, I'm very lucky to do this job.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of bed and get in the shower.
Yep. It's
And then I
whenever
drove to work the whole way going, I don't want to go.
I love it.
But every time someone new comes into the studio and goes, oh my gosh,
I
wow,
know.
you go, this is actually really fucking
Yeah,
cool.
this is better than sitting in an office staring
Oh my god.
at a
Yeah.
blank wall.
We're very lucky.
Although
You're right.
some days I do think I would prefer to do that than listen to Jace.
I've worked in a corporate office before and I had to wear a suit every day.
Oh.
And it drove me. I was like,
You almost got into construction.
I
What
almost
were
got
you
into
doing in a
construction.
corporate office?
I worked for a media company and we made media
Oh, yeah.
audio
Had to-
visual displays
suit
and
and tie?
stuff. Suit and tie. And it was for mainly AGMs for
When
major
did you get into
companies
radio?
for like Myer and all this
One
type
more
of stuff, and for really big like Crown and all sorts of
Some
things.
sort of flavour.
So I had to work, and I had to be very professional, and I'm not very
Well, how
professional.
the
old
fuck
were
did you last there?
HR would have had a field day with you.
As soon as I left uni, so I would have been 21, I reckon.
21.
And
He's 21.
I reckon I still made more then than I do now because it was great money because of the AGM. But I was like, I just can't. I don't know how people do. I looked at people there. I'm like, how have you done this for 30 years? How?
How?
I was miserable.
Because they
Miserable.
look at their bank accounts and go, oh, this is why.
That.
But then they hate their life all week long.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I just hate my life from 6 to 9, Monday to Friday. It's fine.
I had to mic up James
I
Packer
hear you.
once.
I hear you, Jizz.
Had to mic up James Packer, and I was having to put the shirt under his, like, as in the microphone, and run it up
Yeah,
through
you
his
have to run
shirt.
up through his shirt.
And he was quite sweaty at the time. He was a big guy, and he was like really didn't want me to be doing it, so I did it. And as I got
Why
to
don't you
the
just
top,
let him do it himself?
because again he didn't want it. He was like standing there. All right, so he let me do it, and I got to the very top. As I went to put it in the hand,
No.
and it dropped again, and it went back through his shirt. So then I had to do it for a second time.
Was he not?
I'm just going to clip this one on the outside.
Yeah, I was like, and he's just looking at me like,
Oh, but you were 12.
I know.
Touching
It was
another
actually not, it was a
person's-
nice fella.
Touching another person's sweat.
Touching another person's chest is very personal.
I think I'd rather someone pee on me than touch
In
their
fact,
sweat.
touching someone's belly, like,
What?
That's a big call.
That's a big call. I retract my statement.
you'd rather have pee
Pee
than
on the jizz.
But there's just it's,
That's a fetish,
There's
you know?
something
Something
real
about other people's
nasty
The
about
sweat or the pee?
The pee.
But I'm self-conscious of it. Like, I walked the town the other day. It was hot, and I saw someone. She went to give me a hug, and I was like, I'm a bit sweaty. Like, you don't want to touch me. She went,
Yeah.
I don't care. I was like, oh, okay.
Did you know the person?
Yeah, and I wasn't a stranger. No, I knew them. I don't hug strangers. We've got to at least be a friend of a friend.
We don't fetish shame.
We don't what?
Fetish shame.
Yeah, knock yourselves out. Oh, my God. Did you hear the caller we had on today?
Oh, this
That was in the
incredible.
throuple. We just asked if you're still in a relationship with your high school sweetheart, and he called and said he was for 22 years.
And then just
and
didn't pass
Jace
him.
goes, oh, you ever thought about test driving another car? And he goes, yeah, I have, and she's in the car with me right now. And we were like, what?
They were dropping her back at the airport. They're
They're
in a three-way
proper
relationship.
Throuple, kids, the whole thing.
There you
Everyone
go.
knows about it.
People live fascinating lives.
Fascinating.
Don't they?
I was fascinated.
Oh, mate, fascinating. Sometimes they catch up separately. Sometimes the girls catch up separately. Or the family knows she's coming back for Christmas.
Very wholesome.
We need to get them on the show.
Well, you know what? If you're in that kind of a relationship and that
It's working for you. Go for it.
100%,
If everyone's happy. The
Yeah.
issue is when one person's not happy.
then that
Yeah.
you've got an issue.
But we lived with Todd as my mate. And I don't
Were you
think...
in a throuple?
No, I don't think they were stooping.
Are you in a triple?
No.
Are you keys in the
I
bar?
don't think they were stooping. But he lived with Lou and I. But I was going to bed early because I was doing breakfast radio.
Oh.
Said he'd sit up and play Uno and smoke darts with Lou and watch Sex and the City
Yeah,
till
but they were
10
the best
p.m.
days when you, like, I
So
remember
it was like
when I
we
lived
were
with,
sharing the relationship. It
when
was
I
great.
lived with Gemma and the Cheese. Gemma would go to work and Cheese and I'd hang out all day.
Yeah.
I
was
don't know
just-
why we didn't go to work, actually.
Were you stooping?
What were we doing while she was going to work? We weren't stopping.
Right.
Never stopped Cheese.
Don't
No
stop the
thanks.
cheese.
No stoop at the cheese.
All right, we have a meeting in 29 seconds.
Okay. We must go.
Have a
Well
great
done.
week, everyone. We'll
Well
chat to you
done.
later.
Have a wonderful week.
Bye, 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 bye.